Hi, everybody. Welcome back to that Eurovision site. As you can see, we are back, but I'm not doing interviews this time. I'm actually doing a recap, and I am joined by Janek. How are you doing, Janek?
I am a bit sick again, but I'm doing fine either way. Yes, I'm happy to be here because it was an exciting week, and I am looking forward to next week because we have a lot of good stuff coming. But this week was also really great.
Yeah, no, this week, we're just gonna get on with it. This week was basically a warm-up because we're not gonna have a quiet Saturday after this week. It's just gonna be hectic from now on. But okay, the reason we are here because we're just gonna recap what on earth happened this week in terms of Eurovision selections. So let's get on with it. So let's start off in Norway because Norway had the final heat of semi-final of Melody Grand Prix, and 7 more entries were performed live, and 3 more qualified for the grand final. So the 7 that competed were Akuvi with Triumph, Tyrrell with Break It, Skrillex with Love Again, Aline Thorpe with Not Meant to Be, Stig Van Eyck with Someday, Maria Celine with Freya, and Otle Pettersson with Masterpiece. If you don't already know, Skrillex, Aline Thorpe, and Atle qualified for the final. Yannick, you were live tweeting this last night. What are your thoughts?
This was the weirdest results of this selection so far, and overall in a while, I feel like we didn't have that much of an upset for the sentiment in a really long time. I feel like every single song that was a fan favorite didn't qualify, because of course Freya was the fan favorite of the whole selection actually. Like everyone was looking at Freya to be the one song that will be win the whole national final, and I was one of the people who thought that she will win the whole national final. But then the live came. She was doing fine vocally. I feel like the first part of it was bad because she was nervous, and the autotune was heard very well in her singing. But she went better in time. I feel like she was on point at the end of the performance. The staging was also a factor that didn't go well. I feel like with last year's Hammer of 4 was that staging fitted better than Freya. But I feel like everything just came there. I thought she will still qualify because the song was so popular in Norway, in not only internationally, but I feel like I was surprised when she didn't qualify. My upset of the night was also Tyrrell because I thought that she was the best that night, and I was devastated that she didn't qualify. I'm really happy for Elena because she was. If you saw so when Ben and I were doing the video about Hit Free, I said that there were like 4 songs that wanted to qualify. Only one of them qualified, so that's also was wild. And Aline, was the one that I wasn't sure about at all. And seeing the live performance, I wasn't sure of the her qualifying as well because I thought the song didn't like the staging didn't fit the song. But I woke up today and I watched it again. I thought it was really great. I feel the only thing I should fix it is make her louder because I feel like the music was silencing her a bit. Akuvi also was very much like what happened that she didn't qualify, but I feel like she wasn't perfect vocally as well compared to like the people who qualified, because I thought Skrillex was on point with her vocals, and that performance was amazing. I wasn't sure if she will qualify because I thought I wasn't sure that the performance would be the only factor that would go into her qualifying, but she qualified and I was fine. Atle that song screams danger for final. I feel like Masterpiece is a song that you have to look out for. Personally, I am not a fan of the song. I think it's too Swedish for me. It's like too polished pop song. I saw people saying that, comparing to Hold Me Closer. I was like, okay, this is Hold Me Closer, but very much polished and sang by a man, and it just I need more emotions from him, from the performance. But overall, I think I was expecting him to qualify even before I was at the semi, because he's very popular in Norway. But yeah, I would say Atle wasn't I mean, he was good vocally, but I feel like there were some high notes that I would say work on them, especially at the end. And overall, I have like okay, why are you lowering the key and still not hitting the notes that you are supposed to hit, even though you lower the key? So that's my offs about it. And I'm excited about next week's grand final, because Norway was damaging to my mental state this national selection, because from my top 5 of the whole selection, I lost top 6. I lost 4 songs. I'm like, I thought losing Waste was horrible. Then semi free came, and just throwing it out there. I think the winner of Melodi Grand Prix will be between Ulrike, Alessandra Mele, and Jone. I thought this free song will be one of them will win, and Atle is the dark horse, but I don't see it doing that well with international juries, maybe. But yeah, Ulrike, Alessandra, and Jone.
Okay, well, for me, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. I will say that everyone was okay. As a few more stood out to me. Skrillex, wow, I did not expect that powerhouse performance. Like, for drag queens put on a show, so amazing. And kind of reminded me a bit of Charlotte Pirelli. I don't know why.
The beginning, I was joking with my friends that the beginning of her performance was literally the same as Charlotte Perry's one of her songs. The exact thing, the mic stand, and it was exactly the same.
Yeah.
It was exactly the same.
Yeah, but I will say that, I think that was the pop that we needed in Melody Grand Prix, and I'm so happy that it qualified. The qualifiers didn't surprise me at all. Like, we knew that this was going to be more difficult to predict. Atla was obvious qualifier just because of the fact that I think he got the pimp slot of performing last in the semi-final. Popular in Sweden. And what surprised me the most is that I know that he lowered his key, but he did mention when he was speaking to me that he was ill at the time. And I think that's why he lowered the key. So I think that, with enough rest, I think that he may potentially give us the song in the original key. Who knows? But looking at next week, I still think it's open. Like, Ulrike is definitely high, and I think it's for her to lose. But it's whether or not within like the next few days, like, it's the atmosphere towards the competition. Maybe that would change. Like, I'm still seeing Ulrike in my timeline, but whether or not that gets overtaken by Alessandra, Yone, or Atle, because those are the ones I'm seeing the most on my timeline. We'll see.
I just want to just pop in. I'm sorry. So looking at Norwegian charts,
Yeah.
the only songs that are on the charts are Yone and Alessandra. So the only songs that are charting in Norway right now on Spotify.
Ooh. Will that have an effect? We'll see on Saturday. But anywho, we are moving next to Pabandom now. Lithuania had the second heat of the Eurovision 2023 selection, so another 15 competing entries. So first up, we had Antikavani, Ka Spiro Risko, Dantes, Sedi Vaziov. Oh my god, someone kill me, I will probably get killed. Because I butchered that. IT with Zina Taitu, Donato with Dreamer, Matlen with Midnight Train, Malona with Song of Whispers, Monica Linkit with Stay, The Pixels with South, Victoria Faith with If You Ever Miss Me, Agna with New Starts, Jabrasi with Sawyer Ghost, Moonbee with Rumor, Voldemort Patterson with Thinks, Petunia with Love of My Life, Beatrice with Like a Movie, Mario June with Do What You Do. And if you don't already know, it's Atikavani Kafioskio Dantes, Donata Matt Len, Monica Linkit, Agna Jabrasi, Moonbee, Petunia, Beatrice, and Mario June qualified for the semi-finals. What are your thoughts, Janek?
So I didn't watch that much of Lithuania. I only just got up with the songs after it ended. Before the hit, I knew of two songs. I knew of Petunia because she released her song kind of early. I liked it, but I was surprised that she didn't do well with the televotes. She got like 2 from televotes and 8 from jury, so that's surprising. And I knew Gabrasi's song. I talk about this a lot, but his songs in 2021 should have waited a year. Just because Where Do You Wanna Go was one of my most favorite songs from the end of season 2021, and he didn't have the chance for Europe, and his comebacks just don't hit as much as Where Do You Wanna Go. So yeah, that's my comments. I'm not surprised that he didn't do well with televotes at all, and the performance wasn't even great as well. So looking at the list, I see some names that I know, like Monica Linkit from 2015. Stay was it's a really good song, and she finished her second, I think, in the hit, so that's great for her. And my winner of the whole Lithuanian NF. I thought Solo was amazing last week, and I thought it would like stand on the first. But Beatrice with Like a Movie, this song is so good, and I somehow missed that. But I know her song of hers from like few years ago, so that's surprise as well for me. And Like a Movie is so fun, and like it surprised me because I wasn't expecting a song like that from Lithuania. It's very I would say modern, but has like a throwback sound to like the thousands. Like it's like a Disney Channel song, but better. Like like with modern
Disney
sounds.
songs for adults, basically.
Yeah, and it just and I'm so happy that she won televote and juries. And looking at past years of Lithuania's selection, like there is no surprises with Lithuania. Who wins the semi slash hits are the contenders to win. We'll have to see the semis who will be the person who comes first. But I'm thinking it's Beatrice versus Rutamur, and the final song that surprised me is Do What You Do by Mario June. I wasn't expecting a song like that from Lithuania. I really enjoyed it, and it's among my favorites, and I wish well for him. Yeah, Beatrice, Like a Movie, I really love.
For me, it was the first time I was watching Pin this year, so I was going in blind as Ewan, does his thing on the live tweets and enjoy it like crazy. But yeah, all like the quality did vary. I will say that Jabrasi tanking the televote really surprised me, and I got really nervous when I saw the score. I was like, did he make it? Because the math wasn't mathing when I was doing the article. I was like, did he make it? I can't really calculate this at the minute. I'm too panicked, like saying who qualified or not. But thankfully he did make it, and hopefully, he scores better and actually makes the final, and that makes me a bit personally nervous because I do like his pin entries. Beatrice, was not expecting that. I did get a bit of goosebumps and like, give me chills like in a good way, because going in blind to these selections is actually kind of a good thing because it means that I'm not having high expectation. I'm just getting surprises, and Beatrice was one of them. And I will say though, who was it? Yeah, Voldemort, not going past. Like, look, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I kind of liked it, but I was expecting him to go further, but for him to be awarded nothing, that kind of made me sad a bit. But overall, love Pin. And that was the first heat I watched in a very long time of Pin. And also in the beginning, like the way they gave us like a shout out to the international viewers. I rarely see that on a national final, except for Sweden, obviously. But great show. Okay. Moving on. Another thing that we've had this week was Malta, the final quarterfinal on its long-winded process. So we had Andre with Broken Hill, Bradley DeBono with Blackout, Cheryl Balzan with La La Land, James Louis with Dream, Dominic and Anna, Whatever Wind May Blow, Gratitude with Sound of My Stilettos, Ryan Hilly with In the Silence, Jessica with Unapologetic, Stefan with Heartbreaker, Giada with I Depend on You, John Galea with Trailblazer, Jake with Love You Like That, Gris Grek with Indescribable, and Maria Christina with Our Flame. I'll start this off. I listened to the songs because like I love you, Malta, but I just can't sit through like 2 hours of that. There are a few that stood out to me. Cheryl Balzan, I really liked the stage presence and her vocals. Really impressed me. Ryan Hilly gave me shivers. Don't know why, but just couldn't like. I was just mesmerized by the vocals. Jessica, I think that's just because I know her from 2018, and Kaleidoscope was one of my repeats from 2022. I, I and also got Giada and Chris Gregg. Like I think from like a few listens, or like not even a few listens from the first listen, those are the ones that like stood out to me. I think now that I just want to know who made it out of the 39. I think once I know that, and we can delve deeper with performances and everything, I think I can make more of a decision. But it's nothing out of the unusual from Malta for me.
I am happy that you started because I have nothing to say because I said I don't remember like I watched the recap a few times for Malta. I don't remember a single song. That's I don't know if that's just I feel like there is a lot of them is like similar style and just mashes together. The one song that I like stood in my mind, I don't know why. It's it's Sound of My Stilettos because that's that's word stilettos just funny to me and just it ingrains in my mind that the chorus that she sings and a drag queen singing singing also memorable but from looking at like Jessica's song didn't is also what was memorable from this semi quarterfinal.
Quarterfinal.
We're getting more shows from Malta. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, next week there's no new songs. It's just a recap program, and the voting opens next week. I know it's a really
Why?
it's an odd system that I don't question. I don't question Malta. I just like let Malta do Malta.
I just hope that the results they choose the best song from the selection.
Who knows?
Who knows? Because the best song was disqualified, but we are not talking about Aiden. And we won't talk about Aiden. But yeah, it's hard because I feel like Malta went for quantity over quality. Unfortunately, uh, I don't see a winner among this quarterfinal. Maybe there were like a few songs that stood out in different semis. But yeah, happy for Jessica and happy for Greta to qualify from this semi.
Well, who knows very shortly. But anywho, we are on to the final bit of this video. We are going to talk about Etapa Nacional. Hopefully I pronounced that right, and I think I may have just butchered that again. But Moldova had their live auditions on Saturday, and we have 10 qualifiers. Aliona Moon with Duma, Karina Ivanov with When Love's Real, Cosmina with Indestructible, Donia with Red Zone, Nordica with Damn and Down, all with Why Play It Cool, Pasha Pafani with Sorele Si Luna, and Sunstruck Project with Yummy Mommy, Suroril Oceanu with Bare Bodisho Wadida, and Victor Gulick with Let's Dance. I think that's all 10 of it. I am gonna be honest. I only heard Aliona and Pasha's song, but that's just because that's just my past Eurovision rating. Oh, I want to compare this with Omi and the show, or what, or like Pasha's like 2012 entry. And of course Sunstruck Project, just because how can you top Hey Mama and the fact that you've given Moldova's the best result? I'm very curious. And I think they all up their game. I think Aliona wants to get that revenge for not getting top 10. Like, she was pipped to 11th in Malmö. So I'm guessing that's what she wants to do. And Pasha Parfany just does Pasha Parfany. Like, I think it will be great for Liverpool. But now that we've got this, I think now that they've got time to set up the theatrics, I think I'll be able to make a more informed opinion on it. What about you, Janek?
I just want to pay respects to Lola, who didn't make into the auditions because she was stuck in traffic going from Bucharest to Chisinau. She could have taken the train instead. But looking at this, I wasn't. I don't like Yami Mami. That whole title just makes me uncomfortable. So I am hoping for them to not to win. But I really love Duma from Alena Moon. I feel like it's a very ethereal and very what's the word? English is a hard language. Very experimental. And it's in Romanian, not in, not in English. Other song, I liked Pasha Perfani's song. As you said, topping Omiye and topping Lautar is very hard. And I feel like Duma and Pasha's song, I don't remember exactly the title. I'm sorry, I have only the names open. I feel like they are very much on par with the Eurovision entries. And they're the two names I hope the most to win, and just a shout out because I love them. Their names Florida Oceanu, the grandmas, they were iconic. I love them so much, and I want them to do well as well. But yeah, good luck to Moldova because topping Taduletsur is a very hard thing. Knowing that you almost won, almost is a bad word because of Ukraine's sweep, but second place in Televotes is great result for Moldova, so that will be hard for her. And yeah, I'm excited to see what Moldova brings to Eurovision because there is some good entries for among the 10 that we are seeing.
Well, hopefully, they get another top 10 results. Like, we just swoop them all over a sudden. Like, hopefully, they follow that up in Liverpool. But anywho, we have got a big week coming up before we go, and I'm just gonna mention it just so you know what's going on. So, by the time this video comes out, it would be the 30th of January. So by then we would have the live show for ESC Z on the
ESC
ESCZ on the official Eurovision YouTube channel. And then on Tuesday we have the allocation draw.
Benidorm.
Well, at Benidorm, but
Benidorm.
first, but before
I'm
that,
sorry.
we have the allocation draw.
I forgot that it's happening. I'm so excited for Benidorm. I forgot the allocation draw.
You're a terrible Euro fan. Yeah, so we have the allocation draw taking place at Liverpool on 8 p.m. Central European Time on BBC Two for the UK viewers, and for international viewers on on Eurovision's YouTube channel. And also on the same night we have
Violent and AG Ocasio.
Yeah, and also on the same night, the first semi-final of Benidorm Fest. 2 days later, we've got the second semi-final of Benidorm Fest, and also the final of The Voice of Georgia, where we will find out Georgia's representative. And then on the 3rd of February, on Friday, we have Eurosong Ireland, where we'll find out the Irish representative for Liverpool. And then here's the biggie one. 4th of February, we have the final of Melodi Grand Prix, where we'll find out Norway's representative. The first semi-final of Pabandom is now. The first heat of Melodi Festivalen. The semi-final of Supernova.
That will be live blogging.
Yes. The live final of Benidorm Fest, where we'll see Spain's Eurovision 2023 selection. And MESC Liverpool, which will reveal Joker Out's entry, which we already know is called Carpe Diem.
Yes.
So I think
I was like, you said Missia Liverpool. I was like, aren't we revealing our songs on like a 15 or something? I was like, what?
No, yeah, it's on the 4th of February. It's a live show.
Yes, in Slovenia, yes.
Yeah, but
they have some big names as guests.
Big names as guests. So, it's going to be a tough night for Euro fans. Juggling everything. Hope you've got ESC Plus on with all the multiple tabs open, and also some patience, because we're going to need a lot of it throughout the night.
Hopefully we don't reach the tweet limit for Saturday.
Oh no, please don't. We may have to split the live tweeting, but we are still undecided on that. But keep an eye on the socials to see what's going on. But maybe for the week after, we'll definitely have to do that. Because there's 9 shows on. But anywho, what did you think of our thoughts on this recap? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to please give this video a like and a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Subscribe and push the notification bell to be one of the people to find out when we have.
I know.
But also, do subscribe to that Eurovision podcast, because these discussions are actually being uploaded to the podcast. So if you can't watch us through YouTube, you can always just listen to us. But don't forget to follow us at That Eurosite on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. But, thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you in the next recap. Bye.
Bye-bye.